welcome along. This is Virtual Farmer and we're back on Kinlaig. We are going to be sorting out our field today, field 20. We need to get all of the bales collected off it, which I should be able to do fairly quickly in our JCB wheel loader here. And then once we've got all the bales off to the side and nicely stacked up, we're going to go and grab a mulcher, get this field turned around, and then we're going to need to decide what crop we're going to be planting in here for next year. So we will level everything out and grab a bale. Yep, shouldn't take too long to grab all these. Grab them in sets of 2. I am using pallet forks for this, and previously I would have said pallet forks wouldn't be used for bales. You wouldn't do that. You'd just use a bale fork. But I have seen several real-life farmers now using pallet forks to move bales around in the absence of bale spikes. So yeah, seems to be a viable option. And so I'm going to get all of these collected up, and then we'll head down to the shop and go and get ourselves something to get this field mulched. I mentioned how quiet it is in the cab of this wheel loader last time we were on here. And it is really quiet, this wheel loader. If I pop out the cab, you can hear the sound. You can hear how much louder it is, like this. But in cab, it is so quiet. I don't know if that's an error on the mod or whether this is just a really quiet cab in real life. Yeah, it's quite a peaceful place to be inside this cab, and as a result, you get quite a peaceful, quiet time while you're working in this vehicle. You know, one of those things that doesn't need ear defenders to allow you to keep your eardrums. Final bale, and we're going to put it on the right, or the left-hand fork, sorry. Actually, I probably want it on the right-hand fork, because looking at this, yeah, we're going to have to switch forks because we want to put it on top here. Almost perfect number of bales. We've got space for 2 more. The one left out on the side over there, that is the incomplete bale that we had, and we've left that to the side because I don't think we're going to need it. But all of these bales we're going to be looking at selling in a couple of months' time. Straw's best time is November, December time. So we'll go and do that. In the meantime, we're going to have to head down to the shop. I will grab one of our tractors and we will go and get ourselves a mulcher and see if we can get this field mulched. We only have 9,400 in the bank, so we want to keep this low. In fact, we don't have tractors on the farm. We have tractor. So it's time to get our 3650 out and go and see if we can get something to mulch that field. I'm actually quite surprised with how quickly I was able to collect those bales up. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. So that's pretty good. Let's see what's in the shop. And any offers today? Oh, wow. There's a new Holland TM Super Steer in the shop for 48,000. That would be a cracking tractor. Let's see what we got. So a TM175 with a decent engine on it, 177 horsepower. Model section, it's TM Blue Power adds a load of money. So TM175, how much would it cost us to put the front front 3-point on it? Would be an extra 3,000, so 51,000 we'd need to get this, but that would be a cracking tractor for us. How much is our current tractor worth? 29,000. Oh, we'd need to sell something to do that. I think we could sell the shed. We could sell the shed to get that tractor. Let's see how much it's going to cost us then for a weeder. Or we could get it on the lease. We could get a lease on it. I think that might be wise. So, because that 175 horsepower, that is going to be really useful to us. So let's get a mulcher first. And there we are, mulchers. So what have we got? We've got some cheap ones. We've got Lansal here. That is 60 horsepower. It is a 3 meter. That would do us now for now. And yeah, that would get us sorted at the moment. It is rear hitch. So I think we could leave that. Additional load. Yeah, I don't think. Oh no, front weight. So this is a front mounted one. Those seem to be front mounted ones. The Robert is a good one. The Dalvo was the one I was considering because that is quite wide. It's nearly 6 meters. And it's, yeah, I think we might lease this. I think we might just lease this for our one field quickly and get that job done. So we will put the Trelleborg wheels on it. We will put a warning triangle on the back. We'll leave the main color and the design color and the chassis color. And on the number plate, we're going to put Galcomp Gamer. So KL24 GAL. Thank you for your support, Galcomp Gamer. Your name is going on the number plate. And we'll okay that. Right, and if we lease this, it's going to cost us £1,000 to lease this. So yes, we will do that. I really hope that that is enough for us to do that. That it's going to make enough of a difference. That's the thing. It's a fairly £1,000 is quite a bit. In order to do that, in order to make this worth it, 2% of our crop needs to produce £1,000 because it's a 2% increase, and I'm not sure that's going to happen. Looking at what we did harvest off there, let's have a quick peek. So we harvested barley off there, 24,000. It's only going to reach about just under 700. So that is, that's only going to be 13,000. 2% increase is not going to do it. This is not worth it. I've spent the money now, so we're going to go and do it. But mulching does not appear to be worth it. We would have been much better just spending the money that we've spent on this to get that TM and get rolling with that. So I'm not overly happy with myself for this. Next time I need to sit down and think, is that actually worth it? Because at the moment we're just not gonna get the money back from using this bit of kit. The other question I've got is, this is 150 horsepower. I'm gonna need the TM175 just to run this bit of kit. Yeah, this was a mistake. This was a very, very big mistake. Let's drop this off, and we're gonna go and see if we can get that other tractor, because I think that other tractor is just going to be very useful on the farm, especially as it's the super steer, so it's going to be really maneuverable as well. So back down at the shop, and the New Holland TM175, absolutely gorgeous bit of kit. TM or TM Blue Power. Oh, the Blue Power is gorgeous, but I can't afford it. So I want to put Michelin tires on it. Tires that are on it are good. Black side decals or the blue side decals. Oh, I'm going to go with that. I'd much prefer this design, so we'll go with that design on here. No front fenders. We do want beacons on it. Dashboard speed unit, we'll go miles per hour because we're in the UK. Engine side panels, no. Painted grids, doesn't cost anything, and I prefer it with the blue grid, so yes. Side license plate, Yay or nay? It doesn't really show. Exhaust, straight pipe. No, we'll go with that. And on the front, the thing we are going to play is front hydraulics, because those are very useful to us. Now, in a fairly ridiculous turn of events, a gamer gal, you have been selected at random from the Tractor Driver and Above Level patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subscribers. And yeah, gal is your number plate as well. So yeah, we're going to go with KL53GAL, and we will go back only on that, which explains why our number plate didn't appear at the front. But yeah, we will do that. And so 51,468. So we are going to do this on HP. We can pay right now, I think, our final fee. Well, we got monthly cost. So yeah, I think if we go with option 2, and we do a 10% initial purchase, that's going to be a final cost of 52,571. That is a big chunk of our money, but I think this will be worth it. So we will purchase that. Okay. And so that we're going to pay off over the next year, but it gives us a really solid bit of kit to get working our farm with. And this is the super steer, so look at that turning circle. This is gonna be a fantastic bit of kit to have. It looks really narrow as well. I don't know if it's got a really wide bonnet, but that looks so narrow. But already I can tell the steering on it, the maneuverability of this tractor is exceptionally good. So overall, I think the tractor was a good choice. I think the mulcher was a bad choice. This tractor is going to be very useful to us when we get into seeding things. We're going to have to grab a cultivator and a seeder before that, or maybe we can do both of them at once. See if we can do some direct seeding. But it's really good, this. I like it a lot. And I'm not too worried, actually. Do we have GPS? I don't think I have the GPS disable mod on here. No, I don't. Good. So we are going to use GPS with this. Get this job over fairly quick and actually get on to doing something a little bit more useful. Line ourselves up. Bring us on. Onto the field. Down. And away we go. Yep. I really wish that this was worth it. You might be wondering why, if this mulcher isn't going to earn us enough to pay for itself, that I'm still going ahead and doing this job and wasting the fuel on it and everything. And it's mainly because I still want to get that 2%, despite the fact that I am losing money or have lost money just by leasing this. As long as we take less than a real-time hour to get this job done, which we're going to be well under, it's worth using it. We might as well use it as we've got it. As I said, mulching, not massively worth it if you've not got a huge amount of crop. If you're looking at having a fairly small field like this, leasing it for this, not worth it. I think as well, unless you're going to be, I mean, it's going to take years to earn the money back for something like this. Maybe one of the cheaper mulchers would have made it more worth it, but even then, you're still talking about a fair whack of money that to buy one that you're not going to see a return for a while. So yeah, is mulching worth it? Early game like this, I'm not sure it is. On the other hand, this super steer is fantastic. Look at that, right round, very easily turning and straight into the next row. I couldn't ask for much better than that. To the point where I'm looking at this tractor now, and the amount of money that we're going to be spending over the next year on this, I kind of wonder if it's worth keeping the John Deere around. I'm not going to get rid of it today, but I would like to know what you guys think in the comments. Whether having the John Deere around is a good idea. When we have the Super Steer, I think the Super Steer is just going to be a really strong tractor for us on here. Whether I want just a single tractor, I don't know. I think we are going to go and have to do a little bit of contract work with it in order to actually pay for it. And as a result, I think it's going to be very important what equipment we use with this and what equipment we get for it. And selling the other tractor might just give us that extra little bit of cash that we need to earn the money to pay for everything. Well, the rain has started to fall here on Kinlaig and everything's looking very damp. We are right at the end of the field, so we're all right. We'll just clear through the rest of this. I have done a little bit of maths while I was working through this field and worked out that if we were to increase the amount of money that we made off the wheat on here, then we would make an extra £326 from that 2% increase. This cost me what, 1,200, so 4 times as much as we would make off the amount of wheat that we already got off here. So yeah, this was not worth it for this field. A field 4 times the size, it would be worth doing, and that's worth noting for the future. It's like our cows are out of food. Unfortunately, we don't have any bales at the moment because we haven't started looking at cutting grass, so we're gonna have to look at that soon. But yeah, it's not great that we wasted the money on that. I think we could have used the money elsewhere. In fact, let's go return this down to the shop and see if we can get something that's worth a little bit more to us in the form of a cultivator. Okay, so let's drop this mulcher off here so that we can return it. Not that we need to bring it down here to return it, but it is good to do it. So that can be returned. Yes. Okay. Cost us £131 in washing. Even less worth it that now. And just check nothing new has turned up at the shop. No, that would be quite useful if it wasn't so much money. So let's just check. No, we don't have a cultivator at all. So let's have a look here. What have we got in cultivators that's not overly expensive? Oh, wow. That is 130 horsepower. 130 horsepower, 6 meters. That would be perfect. When I was saying we need something that will allow us to earn a whole load of money, this is what I was talking about. We want to hire purchase this as well. Configuration, upper hitch, lower hitch, no. That at the back? Yeah, upper hitch. Yeah, okay. We're not going to put an upper or lower hitch on that. Spare wheel, don't need. Trull. I don't think we need rear working elements. No, that's all fine. Truck eradicators. I'm not too worried about that. Front bar with reflectors we don't need. And lighting we are all right without. So let's hire purchase that. And again, we will go with... I think if we go with the second option... and we start with 1,290. That is spread very nicely. Interest rate on all of this is 4%. And we'll spend 13,176 for an initial, for a 12,900 piece of kit over the year. So yes, that is perfect. So that is great. That is a 6 meter piece of kit that we're gonna be able to not only get this field done, but if we're lucky today, we might be able to find a cultivating contract that we could do and get ourselves a little bit of extra cash. They tend to be fairly well paying cultivating contracts. And yeah, as per my rules on this series, in fact, I think I put a mod in to do this now. Yeah, contracts come without without any vehicles, and 39 actually would be a decent contract if we can get it. So yeah, let's go and see how long it takes us to get this job done on our own field, and maybe we'll finish off today by earning ourselves some of this massive amount of money we've used today back, because we are going to be spending quite a bit just to get into next month. This is some very British weather. Bright sunshine and tipping down with rain. Very, very September. Happens all the time around here. So yeah, it's bright sunshine and heavy rain. Let's get our GPS out and steering assist on that. In fact, I don't like the way these lines curve. So what I'd really like to do is change my work direction. Not quite. Oh yeah, there's not. That's probably the best way to do it. There's a bit of a line there, but we'll go with that. So let's turn that on. Line ourselves up. Got our cultivator out, and away we go. Yeah, that is doing the trick. Just need to get in the right gear to pull it. This is only 130 horsepower this requires, so it should be able to handle this easily. The rain has stopped, but unfortunately it looks that time is ticking on today. We're only about halfway through the main body of the field, and it's already 26 minutes past 4. So yeah, we're not gonna get to a contract today, unfortunately, and that means that we will probably not get to one until probably late October. We want to get this field planted as quickly as possible, and so that is going to be our focus next time. At the moment, though, this cultivator is doing a grand job. This tractor is working really well, and yeah, I think what I've decided to do about the John Deere is that this week's videos, so today's, tomorrow's, and Thursdays, let us know in the comments whether you think we should keep the John Deere going into November, and then we will decide in the first day of November as to whether we're going to keep that John Deere or whether we're going to sell it. We will go with what you guys think. So yeah, let us know in the comments, and I will make a decision in November, first day of November, and we'll see whether it stays or goes based on what you guys say. So yeah, definitely let us know in the comments down below, and let us know if I've made the right choices today as well. I definitely did it on the mulcher, but I think this tractor is definitely the right choice for this farm. Final row of the main body of the field as it comes up to 5:30. So yeah, little bit later into the day today that we're going to be going to finish off, and just the headlands to do though, so it won't be too bad. Line ourselves up, down with cultivator, and away we go. I'm on my second to last headland, and what I'm going to do to make things easier on myself is we're going to pull in on this row here and then turn here and just do the last little bit like this, the last row, and then we can just pull out to the edge there. We've got a roadway out there, and that will make things easier on us. It's a beautiful sunset here this evening We are doing very nicely as the sun goes down. Got all the work lights on. It's very bright on the dashboard, but it is coming together well. We've just got to keep this money situation under control. I don't know, it may be the case. We're looking at our money right now. It may be the case that we have to go and do a contract next time just to get enough money to move on to the next bit. So I am very aware that money is tight now and that we're going to need to do something about it. Oh, I think I'm going to have to go and clear up that back corner there. That is not very good. But we hopefully should be able to rectify that situation without too much hassle. Let's just grab this corner here. Make sure we are actually getting all of our field. And then we'll be in a better position to make as much money as possible later on. And yeah, well, the mulcher might have been a bit of a mistake, but I think this tractor and this cultivator have worked really well. And if only we'd got them earlier, then we might have got a bit more done today. As it is, this field is finished, and I think so are we. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and drop us a comment. A huge thank you to all my patrons and channel members whose names are on screen now. Your support makes these videos possible. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the recommended video below or subscribe and help us on the road to 50,000 subscribers. And I will see you next time.